Hey everybody, welcome back to One Seed, One World. Just wanted to show you out here today. If you had seen my video back in January where I was harvesting kale in this raised hoop bed, I had kale going all the way up into January, and I was out here in the snow harvesting the kale. And so I just wanted to show you now, I've come back out, and most of it died out back in February when we had a really long stretch of some really cold weather. But even with that, still had 3 of these that had survived. And they've got these crazy long stems on them, but there's still green going in here. I got 3 that survived over the winter and are still putting off new leaves and new kale. So I cleaned out the bed and got rid of all the dead stuff in here. And now I'm going to put some other brassica type plants in here that I had started inside, some cauliflower and some Brussels sprouts. We'll see how those do. So we've had weather that hasn't been quite cooperating here, lots of rain and some cold nights, but finally getting a little bit of a break this afternoon before it rains all day again tomorrow. So I thought I'd come out and at least get this done to make more room in the basement to sprout some more plants. This bed with the dead plant matter that was in there, plus I had that board that helps prop up my cover over the top. But the roly-polies that you might call them, or the pill bugs, really moved in here and got a whole batch of them living there underneath of my board. So I'm letting them be, because pill bugs are really good for your soil. They eat, some decomposing plant matter. They won't hurt your plants. And they also help remove a lot of toxins from the soil, especially like heavy metals, zinc and that kind of thing that you don't want too much in your soil. And they'll go through and munch on all the stuff that you don't want and help take care of it. So the fact that I have such a nice little population here is pretty sweet. So I brought one of my homies out here today, my little homie tool, and I'll have a link down below for this and the video that I have on that. But I didn't do the best job with some of this stuff I was growing in the basement. I had forgotten to water this particular batch, and some of the plants you see look really good, but there's a whole batch in the back that I didn't notice because they were hiding behind the good plants, and these I don't think are going to survive. But I still have plenty of ones in here to use, so I'm going to try to put some of these in. This is cauliflower here, and then on the other side I've got the Brussels sprouts. And I'm just going to try to plant some of these in and see how they do in here. And I'm keeping them in this raised bed because we have such a problem with cabbage moths out here, which will feast on any of your brassica stuff. Your kale, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower. They love all that stuff. They'll fly in and lay their eggs on your leaves, and then when the larva hatches, they just will munch right through your crop and decimate it. So I keep them in this covered bed. I still have the 6 mil plastic on the top, but then next week it's supposed to warm way up. So after the couple cold nights we got coming this weekend, I'll take off the plastic and replace it with the fabric row cover that you can get. And that helps let in more airflow and moisture, and that way it won't get so hot like it would if you had kept the 6 mil plastic on there, because the 6 mil plastic really holds in the heat. And these are cool weather plants. They don't like a whole lot of heat, and so if you live in a super hot area or whatever, you're going to want to plant them either early in the season or maybe do them as a fall crop, because if they get too hot they kind of shoot right up and just go to seed, and you don't really get any good produce out of them. So since it's beginning of April, I still got plenty of time before that July 95-degree weather comes rolling in with all the humidity. So we're going to see how these manage. I should also probably mention with hardening off, these I did do some hardening off a week ago before it got super cold outside. I had them out, about an hour or so each day, and then the other days I left them longer. And so they've had some getting used to regular sun rays, and that's, you know, you're trying to prevent your plants from wilting off and getting killed off by too much sun, getting sunburnt. And so I don't know if I've actually let these go long enough, because now they've been inside for a week, so I probably should have started them over again, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them in here anyway. We also have multiple cloudy days coming up, and that can assist you as well with hardening plants off. If you can put them outside in days when it's cloudy, where the sun isn't quite so extreme, that will help plants as well. But you still have to do it in small batches at a time to get used to it, because, you know, even just like people, you can get sunburned on a cloudy day, and so plants are the same way. Okay, so that's it. The kale that could, the kale that survived over winter, and putting in some cauliflower and Brussels sprouts, and we'll see how they do throughout this early spring in that covered bed. So, whatever's going on in your neck of the woods, I hope it's going fantastic for you. And if you're planting any of the brassica stuff, the kale, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, all that kind of stuff, let me know. Put a comment down below how it's going for you. Successes and failures that you've had, and things that you've learned. So all that stuff is interesting to me, or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments as well. So give this video a like if you got some value from it, or just liked seeing me plant and ramble. But anyway, I hope that you're having a great day, and we will see you all again soon. Namaste.